family member who's as important to me right now in my life is my wife, Morgan. I met her 5 years ago, and she changed my life forever. I was a career-oriented guy, career, never focused on anything else. Thank goodness she came into my life and balanced me out. I met her at a coffee shop. I told her I would mentor her in business. Now, things changed ever since then. You know, I remember this one day I asked her out to see if we wanted to date, and I took her to Starbucks, and I sat her outside. I had this whole plan of saying this thing to her. I said, and right now I look back and it looks really cheesy, but that's how I felt at the time. You know, I said this around, I can't believe I'm saying it now, but I said, no, Morgan, I love to travel the world. I want to slow down my life and travel the world now. I love to go to France. I've never been there before. I love to sit underneath the Eiffel Tower with you and share that moment with you. Would you do that with me? And she said, no, I'm dating someone right now. And man, my heart sucks so bad. So, you know, I walked away. The one thing about me and my family's in business is that we have a pig-headed determination. We don't give up. And guess what? A week later, she called me and said, you know what, things has changed. Let's get together. So I set up a second meeting. This time, it was in my beautiful backyard I designed. And I turned on the lights, illuminating, turned on Sarah McLachlan's soft music, love music. I pulled out a chair and sat there, and I sat in another chair here, and as she walked behind the yard, the music was playing perfectly. And she walked up and I asked her again, this time she said yes. And you know what? She balanced me out. I needed that. I was praying for a spiritual revival in my life. She brought it to me. And it hit home to me. And this is the significance of someone who I cherish, that love every day. And I want to thank my friends. You know, friends are all those people who know about you, but still love you through your ups and your downs. That's what a friend is. And I want to recognize Ed Michelson, my friend here. You see me with my ups and my downs. Anyways, he was my best man at my wedding, and I appreciate that, you know. He gives me the value of his leadership in business. And he's a wise business guy, but more importantly, he gives me his time. Time is like a commodity, guys. I mean, if you can reinvent time, that'll be worth millions, even more than that. But he gives me the value of his time, even though he's a busy man. I want to thank my friend James Unger. He's the type of guy I wish I would have met 20 years ago and hang out in school. You know, he's that type of guy that knows that. He knows his fashion too. He helped me get dressed out tonight. You know, I didn't have any things, but he knows his stuff, and I appreciate that. But he's a cool dude. I want to thank my friend Matt. Now, Matt is one of those Sons of Anarchy type of guy I like to hang around with. We ride bikes together, and then with James too. And you know, he's known me through the years in the Taekwondo days. And last person here I want to thank is a lady who owns Greenspoint, and it's Bridget Nannon. She's sitting over there. You know, I talk to a lot of people, but I consider her a close friend because she understands sometimes the hard work of running a business. People always ask me, what is it like to run a business? What's the most challenging part about running a business? For me, it's always been staff development. Training people to do the right thing. Hard work ethics. We seem to forget that in our country now. Of working hard. And maybe in this economy it will wake all of us up. This economy, the country was built on entrepreneurship. Great minds in this room. Maybe it will make us a little more hungry to succeed in our life. And I want to thank my staff who are not here today. I want to thank all of my staff and then also my students. They've taught me so much in my life. And you know, they said that you're always a white belt. I still remember the day I got my white belt. Many years ago, when I was 13 years old. Came to this country, got picked up, picked on all the time. Was a loner in school, was depressed in life. Martial art changed my life forever. Now I get a chance to give back. My family couldn't afford martial art. Guess what my teacher, one of my mentors, Terry Lee Meerman, did for me and my family? We couldn't afford it, but he let us clean his dojo, and he gave us all free lessons. I never forgot that what he did for me, because we now never turn away anyone who can't afford our program. We never do. If you see the value of what we do with Build Leadership, it's there for you. And I'd like to thank Boulder County Business Hall of Fame for putting this on, and the people who came before this to make my job so much easier. Thank you so much for paving the way, for making this happen. I want to thank Susan Pratt, for hosting and having the home base being here. Everyone goes through tough times in life. And for me is this. I believe the economic is between our ears. It's between our ears. You know what I mean by this? It's what you see out there, what you hear, the news. You want to be depressed, all you have to do is turn on the news. And you get depressed. And you believe in that hoax and all that stuff, then you get depressed. But you choose to live a different life, and you choose to change your way of thinking. That's what humble leadership is all about. Today is a special day for my family. This evening, tonight at midnight, 35 years ago, we escaped from Vietnam. 35 years ago tonight, we escaped from Vietnam. It's changed our life forever. One of the most important part of my life was raising my right hand in Denver, getting my U.S. citizenship. A lot of you guys had that at birth. My family didn't. We never take it for granted. We love the United States of America, what it's done for my family. We consider this family now. And we love all the people who are part of it. One last thing I'll leave with this is, my goal in life is to leave a legacy. What legacy are you going to leave behind? What footprint are you going to put behind for your next generation here? And who you're going to teach? See, I was messed up in my life in this country a lot growing up. Didn't understand the culture sometimes. But my favorite quote says this: I took my mess, I turned it into a message. And ask you guys to do the same thing in your life. Have that faith, passion, and purpose. Last story I'll leave is this. There's an experiment that was done on the rats many years ago. The rat was put in the bathtub, full with water, turn off the lights and close the door. They wanted to see how long the rat would live. Well, the first rat only lived for 3 minutes. The second time, they did the same thing. The only difference now, they opened the door a little bit, a little light gleamed in. Guess what? That rat survived for 36 hours. True story, true experiment. Why? That light was his vision, his goal. Where there is no vision and no goal, we will perish. Where there is no clarity, we will perish. Thank you. I'm honored to be here and be humbled by everyone else. Thank you very much.